High Hopes Episode 3. A fight we might be able to win, if we just want to. The short documentary, High Hopes, is about the fight against Parkinson's and the possible causes of developing this chronic progressive condition.
It started with a promise. A world in which we could grow more food, faster, cheaper. A promise of progress. But behind that promise lies a shadow. A shadow that invades our bodies, pollutes our water, and even affects our brain. Glyphosate and PFAS. The most widely used pesticide in the world. Designed to kill weeds, but now deeply penetrated our food chain. Even in our bodies.
Today I spoke with Professor Dr. Bas Blom about pesticides and getting Parkinson's diseases. He said that Parkinson's is growing explosively. We have strong indications that pesticides, including glyphosate, play a major role. It's a pandemic in slow motion.
This is an example of paraquat. Paraquat over, well, I think you can now say 30 studies. Multiple studies have consistently linked exposure to paraquat, a widely used pesticide, to a higher risk of developing Parkinson's disease. This is the latest study, just came out in a top-notch journal. Beautifully done work in California, where they have very meticulous registries of the historical use of pesticides. And they show clearly that farmers, but also people living in the vicinity of farmland, have a markedly increased risk of developing Parkinson's disease. I think the evidence against paraquat is overwhelming and persuasive. And we just had an editorial accepted earlier this week. The problem is, there are 2 studies that suggest paraquat is safe. The authors of these 2 studies are employees of Syngenta.
If you're looking at tomorrow to forget about today, then the past will be your future, and it's there you'll always stay. To let it go on now is very short-sighted, so we will have to unite even more strongly to show that this cannot go on any longer. Fortunately, there are also plenty of policymakers who do.
I thought, this won't happen to me, but then came the vibrations, then the fear, and the knowledge that it will only get worse.
Poisonous like desire.
More and more young people are getting Parkinson's. No longer an age-related disease, but a disease that disrupts the lives of people in their 30s and 40s. What does the poison do to us?
Who decides whether a drug is safe? It is often the same organizations that check their own reports, the butcher who inspects his own meat, and in the meantime, millions of people are suffering.
Don't worry, you won't be exposed to harmful pesticides. Don't worry, you won't be exposed to harmful pesticides. Don't worry, you won't be exposed to harmful pesticides.
Children of the earth, we can't pretend we're blind. We've taken too much, stolen from her time. The rivers are whispering, begging us to hear. The clock keeps ticking louder year by year. Are we
Every child in Europe carries pesticides in their bodies. Even before birth, babies are given the first drops of poison. Ease in our water, our air, our food, and in our milk.
Time to lift our hands and take our stand, for the earth is bleeding, save this land. Mountains crumble, but they've seen it before. The scars we leave, they always show more. The forests are aching, breathing.
We have to let go our arrogance and learn from nature, because where seeds give life, man destroys.
Are we leaving them a world so bright, or were they born to chase the fading light? Time to lift our
Green fields fade in cold rain. Golden dawn washed down the drain. You ran for light beyond the sun, but missed the gun, and now you run. Stop! I don't wanna hear the lie. Success is hollow, tell me why. Chase the dream or chase the fire. Which one feeds a true desire? Lost in the horizon, chasing what won't stay. Running from the silence, day by slipping day. We believed we'd catch the rainbow, but it faded into gray. What will be your last creation? A whisper or transformation? Lost in the horizon, older every breath. Sun's the same but closer to death. Try not to win, just try to matter. Even when the dream shatters, become a man of value, not just success. Success is hollow, tell me why. Tell me what you chase the dream or chase the fire. Which one feeds you to true? Lost one feeds your true desire. Lost one feeds your true desire. Lost in the horizon, chasing what won't stay. Running from the silence, day by slipping day. We believed we'd catch the rainbow, but it faded into gray. Lost in the horizon, chasing what won't stay. Running from the silence, day by slipping day. We believed we'd catch the rainbow, but it faded into gray. What will be your last creation? A whisper or won't stay. A whisper or transformation. Lost in the horizon, older every breath. Sun's the same, but closer to death. Try not to win, just try to matter. Even when the dream shatters, become a man of value, not just success. Though the earth is dying, his head is in the stars. Chances are this sparks a lifetime. Divided we stand, together we'll rise.
But there is also hope. Regenerative agriculture shows that things can be done differently.
Chances are this sparks a lifetime. Divided we stand, together we'll rise. Together we'll rise. Though the earth is dying, his head is in the stars. Chances are this sparks a lifetime. Divided we stand, together we'll rise.
Everything we need is already in nature.
Storyteller, Amber and Andrew. Politician, Christopher. Voiceovers, Kapling, Well Said, AIVOOV, AI Voice Studio. Producer, Hans van Geluk for Frozen Rainbow Production. Brawn Information, Professor Dr. Bob Loam at Parkinson's New Zealand's lecture series, Is a Parkinson's Pandemic Coming? Pan-Europe and Pan-Netherlands, Parkinsonism Vereniging, and other news articles, Brawn. Lyrics and photos, Wikipedia and other internet groups. Next episode 4 of High Hopes is about more than pesticides and other toxic substances. We are at a crossroads. Do we continue to poison, or do we choose to live? The future is in our hands. For our children, for Mother Earth, for ourselves, we must keep up the fight against it. Till then, stay strong, stay focused, stay healthy. Frozen Rainbow.